Uh, what up, y'all? This that Hate Me Now podcast, not just a podcast, but a lifestyle. If you hate us then,
They still gonna hate us now.
and that's a fact. Oh yeah, y'all know what it is. Your boy Dre, big Jav,
That's a lot of bigs.
and
Jay
we
for
got
president
yeah Jay for president. Y'all know.
one day.
Yeah, this the 2-0, man. 20th episode. Jav, what up?
What's good?
We here. We made it to 20.
That's a fact.
People thought we wasn't gonna make it past 10, but we here.
Thanks for the support, y'all.
How'd I feel?
For 20 episode?
Now, in general, how does the podcast make you feel?
Damn.
I have different feelings.
Like?
Sometimes I'm nervous. Sometimes I'm open. More time I'm closed off.
Are you ever worried about that? You might have said something and how people may take it?
Yeah.
Why?
I ain't gonna lie, I be drinking.
True. I mean, I said something on one podcast, and I did tell Dre, please take that out because I felt that wasn't part of my character.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't drinking. It was just because that topic got me really feeling in my feelings. And the topic was if you had a friend and...
Oh, yeah. You can go ahead.
So, yeah, if you had a friend and if y'all had a falling out, y'all had beef, and they passed away, would you go to their funeral? And, after that episode, right, I really thought about it, and I had, like, maybe 2 or 3 friends. I'm like, damn, maybe I should reach out to them. And then, like, 5 minutes later, I was like, yo, fuck them. It didn't matter to me. Like, we're not friends. We're not going to be friends, and fuck them. I'm still not going to the funeral. But I thought about it, and that's what matters.
Now, you did hit me up, though. He's like, yeah, don't put that part in there.
Yeah,
I got you.
Yeah, that one part, it was just one line that I said that I just felt was really out of character. Because, I always want to be like a positive black role model. And I really felt like that was like the Southside Queens that just really came out of me.
And then,
it was like really
I
aggressive.
mean, you got your whole presidential bid going on, too.
Yeah.
That wasn't a good look, but,
Nah,
I mean, like,
I did the Donald
that's
Trump
all
type
good.
shit.
It's all good, though.
I spoke my mind.
You kept it real. You ain't, you know what's crazy? I don't feel like it was nothing crazy. It was just the look. And that's it, but it's all good, though.
But
What
you know
look
what?
you gave?
No, the look of how it looked on him.
Oh,
I mean,
But you know what's funny? And I think that's the part that I have with the podcast sometimes. Sometimes it's like, damn, I love the way, when we doing it. And then sometimes when I watch it, I'll be like, oh, I could have did this. I could have said this. So, but I enjoy it. I really do enjoy it. And anything that I say, that's like really who I am. And like I stand behind it. And I never really thought that I'd even enjoy doing it. So thank you, guys. I really appreciate y'all inviting me.
no, that's a fact.
No doubt. When you
Jab?
said that about the whole, when you watch it over and you were like, oh, there's certain things that you could have said. I feel like I'm like that all the time because I be trying to speak for multiple females in my head. Not saying like I got multiple personality. I'm just talking about the people that I know, and I'm trying to speak on their behalf. Like, this is how they'll feel about certain things. I'm trying to answer it like that instead of myself. So I feel like going back, I just need to think about Jab and answer it just like that.
The one thing that we have to say, and I might get in trouble, is that a lot of females have multiple personalities.
I ain't got that much personality.
Now, not you in general, but like it's like
What?
today you might think you might listen. All right, let's.
So, Jav,
It's a full task.
in all honesty, are you scared every time you speak on a podcast? Are you scared to say just speak?
No.
Do you always just try to second guess what you're saying?
It's not that I try to second guess. I try to think about what I'm going to say before I say it because it's people's feelings that I'm not trying to hurt.
Is there anything that you have said that somebody was like, yo, Jav, I don't like that shit that you said? I felt some type of way.
Yeah, but to think about it right now is nothing that's coming to mind.
What about you, Dre? Anybody ever hit you up and like, yo,
Since the first episode.
what they say?
A lot of shit. People feel like, yo, you say shit sometimes and it's like, oh, he talking about me. Or that's for me. When in all honesty, you just said something that's general, but because they did the shit that you're speaking on, they feel like it's for them.
But
Like,
if the shoe fit, wear it, right?
wear that shit.
So wait, so you've never ever sat there and talked about somebody and they asked you if it was about them and it wasn't about them? And you said it wasn't about them when it actually was?
If I've ever said some shit about somebody and they ask me, like, it's for you. In all honesty, like, it's for you. But in the same sense, I've said shit where it wasn't about somebody,
And they
and
took
they
it for
took
them.
it as them,
Mhm.
and it matched up when they try to explain this shit. I'm like, oh, well, I guess you're gonna have to eat that then, because it goes for you too. But it wasn't about you.
And this is the thing. This is your platform. This is your time to speak. This is almost your world. So if somebody doesn't like what you're saying or they don't agree with it, they just don't have to enter your world.
Or they could just come on and come defend themselves, which is they're more scared to do so. But okay.
And you gotta remember, because a lot of people always say this. Oh, I got some shit I want to say, especially about you. Understand that when you come on here and you start to speak, right? I'm allowed to say shit back. So it's not like I'm gonna just sit here and have you just go at me and say what you want. I'm gonna say some shit back too. Not that we gonna argue, but whatever point you hit me with, I'm allowed to defend myself, right? So that's gonna be it. It's not just you coming up here to just say your shit and I sit quietly while you talk your shit.
Oh,
Nah.
so we gonna hold court.
Exactly. I ain't scared of that now. I'm ready to defend myself, so it's all good. But a lot of people have felt some type of way about shit. And exes, niggas who was my friends, family members, a lot of people have felt some type of way.
Have you
I
ever
don't care.
have you ever been sorry saying something that you thought maybe you shouldn't have said?
No, I can't remember that one.
What about you?
Me?
No.
No. You.
I don't feel like I've said enough that I wanted to say. I feel like more time when I finish the episode, I'm like, damn, why didn't I say this? Why didn't I say that? I should have said more. I should, but I didn't. As far as like saying stuff that I no, because I'm more time careful about what I'm
So
saying. Like,
That's the thing, like you be holding back then.
yeah, I do. Like,
Uh,
I share with things with person
so
who
you
I
ever
choose
felt
to
like
share with.
you held stuff back, and then when you look at it, it was like, damn, I could have really spoke my shit because it wasn't even that.
No,
So every
No.
time you held back, it's like, yeah, I held back for a good reason.
yeah,
So,
because I'm an overthinker.
and you
How
don't
you
want,
just explain yourself as an overthinker that helped you though? Because when you overthink, usually you end up in the wrong. You know that, right?
No,
sometimes. I think I overthink every situation I'm in. I think
If you overthink it, that means you're passing what you're supposed to stop thinking at and going over it.
not
no,
necessarily.
I
I'm
don't think so.
thinking
That's the
about it
meaning
in
of
more than
overthinking.
one different angles. Like I'm thinking about, like I'm
I hear you,
overthinking
but
it.
if you overthink it, you're passing where
Okay,
you're
so what do
supposed to be
you
at.
what should you say we should describe ourselves as instead of overthinker? What
Criti-
word would you other than
criti-
overthinker?
critical
I don't know,
thinkers?
but I would probably that. But
did you
overthinking
say? I
means
didn't
that you're
get it.
going over it.
Critical thinkers.
Well, I guess I'm a critical thinker.
Yeah, but I feel like if you overthink it, you're going over it. You're
Is that-
passing it.
Possibility. So this is what I will say. I'm the type of person who's going to think about my next 3 moves. Sometimes I may never even get to the first move, but I already in my mind I'm ready on the third move.
I'm that person.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
But that's not necessarily overthinking. You could be 10 steps ahead. You're not overthinking because you needed 15 steps.
All right,
It's when
so
you get to the end
use
where
the
you're
wrong
supposed to
word.
be at. Huh?
You used the wrong word. We're critical thinkers.
All right.
Yeah.
You know what, too? You know which episode I
Okay.
really like?
I apologize.
No. I'm saying we used the wrong word because you're still thinking of overthinker, and he already said the word we should have used was critical thinker.
Okay.
So yeah, we're critical thinkers.
Keep it gangster.
What? I didn't get loud. I'm just saying.
That's another thing, too. I really did like the episode where y'all two was arguing. I really found that so hilarious because it was truthful, but I just it just showed me that y'all are like people probably look at it and don't think they might think maybe it's scripted. They may think we planning things out, but to hear when people are genuinely having a conversation in a real disagreement but respectful, it's amazing.
You know what, Sue? I want to apologize for you about that episode because I didn't mean to go off the way I did, and I was going off so much I didn't even hear what you said when you was agreeing with me. So I want to apologize for that.
Oh shit! Hold on. Round of applause.
It's on camera.
I mean, I said what I said.
That's growth.
I'm grown enough to apologize when I'm wrong. But I still stand on what I was saying.
Oh shit!
Shit.
I still stand on what I was saying, but I'm
Ruin the
saying
whole shit.
Hold on.
I'm
Hold on.
apologizing for
I'm
not
going
hearing
to,
him.
I'm going to rewind. I'm taking my claps back. This nigga here.
Woo. That was the other personality?
No, that's what I say. That's what I was saying about sometimes when you're dealing with women, that's what happens.
But in all honesty, Jay, that was my favorite episode.
That was?
That was my favorite. I said it when we finished that night, I said it right here. I'm like, yo, this is my favorite episode.
I think, nah, forget it.
Cause like every podcast that I've ever watched, and I do watch a lot, even before I started this shit. It's always that one episode where it gets so real. You be like, oh shit, they really arguing. I'm like, I always love those episodes because you see how real it is. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and then when you see the next episode after that and everything is good, it's like, yeah, this is a podcast.
I mean, the reality, right? Isn't that what friendship is supposed to be about anyway? I'm supposed to be able to argue with my friend and have a disagreement and move on and not take it to
That's exactly how it's supposed to be.
that, make it that serious.
Plenty of podcasts end because people had serious disagreements and it's just like they can't get past that.
Yeah, I mean,
And it wasn't even that serious.
yeah. Well, I mean, it was that serious for them. You know what I mean? That's another. Sometimes I don't feel like we can see what is so serious in regards to somebody else. Something could be so serious to somebody else, and we can look at it and be like, it's so minute. Like, why did these two people have a falling out over that? That's bullshit. But in their eyes, in their mind, nah. I'm standing on business. I'm standing on principle. I'm standing on a bunch of bullshit.
For the shit that we was arguing about, I don't think it was that serious.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't even like it was our
Our
fucking
situation.
situation
Yeah.
or our story. It was just something that we was told to speak on and see where it goes.
And
Right.
that was the episode about you being on the block and
Yeah.
Yeah.
the friend pulling
Yeah.
up
5
on
to
the
10
friend, right?
minutes.
I still believe, though, I ain't gonna lie to you, I still believe that you gotta tell the person, your significant other, this happens.
I feel like if I was thinking about her like that, or if I had seen her again, then of course.
I try to start another
But
argument.
I ain't thinking about her.
I'm just not going to go back there.
I try to start another argument.
That's just how I feel. Like
You know what? I really was trying to start another argument. I ain't gonna lie.
Not today. Not on the 20th.
I don't think that argument is gonna be a good one though, because you already did it. But I feel like a lot of people hit me up about that shit too,
What they
and
say?
it's split. I feel like it's kind of a man versus a woman thing. Like men see it different, women see it different. You got some guys who was like, yeah, you gotta say something, but in all honesty, I
Okay.
get where you're coming from. Like if you're not thinking about this person, you're not.
I was just making sure that I wasn't sided on the side of the woman. So I'm glad there's
But
something.
you kind of did side
No,
over here. Oh.
I'm agreed. I'm
But
happy that some men agreed with me.
nah, I agree with it though. Feel me? But I wasn't. If I look at it like if I'm not thinking about her, I'm really not thinking about her. But if I should see her again, I'm like, all right, now I'm seeing her twice. I haven't seen her in 5 years. Now I gotta say something.
Yeah, you
That's
said,
just how I look at it.
see the second time, the third time, fourth time. Oh shit, it's back in a relationship, my nigga.
You getting back in a relationship with her?
If you've been with somebody,
Oh,
for
that's
5
that's something
years-
totally
Yeah, if
different.
you've been with somebody for 5 years and y'all start running into each other, that might mean y'all gotta set to be together.
Listen.
Nah, hell no.
It's almost like this. It's like just imagine you break up with a girl, right? And you move somewhere, and all of a sudden she moves. She don't know where you move, but she gets an apartment next to you, and she's your next door neighbor. You don't think that's like God said after that?
No,
Like
the fuck is not. I'm not buying that. God ain't said
What
shit.
movie is that?
God ain't said shit, Jay. Hell
nah,
no.
that's yo. Listen, I'm talking about like you did not know. She didn't know you lived there. You came
It
outside.
still ain't God said. I'm not buying that. But Jay, what was your favorite? Well, you said that was your favorite episode.
I mean, I think a lot of conversations are really my favorite. You know what I mean? I like when we talked about the relationship thing.
Oh,
Um,
yo, the one with Connie. That was funny. That had so many funny moments. The whole wheelchair shit.
Yeah, that wheelchair shit.
That was funny.
That was very, 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 very
That was funny.
naturally hilarious. And I mean, I did think about it, and I talked about that a lot. And I really stand by that too. Like, a nigga take my girl in a wheelchair, nah. I'm just gonna feel really less of a man. And I'm not against anybody in a wheelchair. I'm not just saying that again. I'm just saying. I just picture my woman like carrying that man to the room. You know what I mean, I'm just gonna always feel like, damn, like,
Nah,
damn,
bitch, you gotta pick me up and carry me too. Now, like, fuck you mean? Jab,
Nah.
you got no favorite episodes, no favorite moments, no nothing. Damn. I guess not. Oh, they took one of our episodes down.
The Olympics one.
Yeah, the Olympics.
That
one.
was very.
That's crazy.
I think I enjoyed that one too.
Yeah, but they took that shit down. You two of y'all some bitches. I apologize.
Yeah.
Can't say that. But took my shit down, man. They said we can't speak on that Australian lady like that.
Well, did we we were disrespectful to her?
Nah, it was the fact that we used the clip. That was it. Copyright infringement.
But what is crazy is that I heard that she actually was the one of the judges in the Australia, the people who break dance. They would go and she'd be a
Yeah, she
contestant.
was.
She was one of the judges.
So she was blocking up real
Yeah,
break
she blocked
dancers.
everybody else to do it.
So she could go out there and act a fool, fucking bunny hopping and shit on the stage. But it is what it is. They took that down.
You do realize that we are living in a world that is just straight comedy. Every day you wake up, the most serious shit is a fucking joke.
As it should be sometimes.
Look at this election right now. You know, Donald Trump is like
Some way, somehow you was going to get back to
yeah, president one day. Nah, but I'm just saying, Donald Trump talking down on Kamala Harris talking down. But I'm gonna tell you who I was really upset with. I was upset with Obama. You wanna know why?
Why?
Because I didn't think that Obama would actually be talking about Donald Trump, like saying, you know, basically calling him like a fucking asshole. And I didn't expect that from Obama. I expected from Obama to just speak the truth, the facts, the politics.
But where was the lie?
But again, I expect Obama to be here. That's
When they go
level.
low, we go a little bit lower.
No.
We ain't gotta go to hell, but we could go a little bit lower.
You believe that?
Anyway,
Trey? You believe
my
we should go
favorite
lower?
episode, right,
Yes.
was the one with
Hey,
Steven.
hold on, I'm talking about.
Hold on, because y'all asked me and I was thinking, man, long.
I
Like,
got you.
alright.
I just need to know this.
Part out, so.
Do we need to go lower? When somebody goes low, do you go lower?
Sometimes.
Jay, I will go to
Sometimes.
hell.
You go to
I
hell.
will go to hell.
Sometimes.
I swear to God, I'll go to hell.
I think personally, I think my presence is a gift. So I think if you do some foul shit to me, I'm just disappearing on you.
Jay, I could do that too, but I promise you, I would be in the devil's basement. I swear to God. Fuck that. That's just me.
Remind me never to cross y'all niggas.
But that's just me.
But Michelle Obama said it.
She said what?
Wait, she said what you wanted her to say. I'm saying the opposite of what the fuck she said.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like, again, we're living in a world that's just straight. Everything that's supposed to be serious, some way, how there's a joke in it now. It is like just, it's craziness.
But yeah, Jav, you said Steven episode?
Yeah, I feel like that was one of the realest episodes. I enjoyed that episode because I like talking about, I like listening to other people talk about sex and how nasty it
Oh, so
gets.
you don't like to speak on it. You just like to listen.
I like to do what I do, but I don't need everybody to know what I do. So I like when people come on, y'all speak y'all truth. I'm here for it.
So what we're saying
you
is-
one of those.
You want to keep your dirtiness in the closet.
Why not? It's my dirty, not the
So-
world dirty. All right.
So you
I
like
get it. I respect it.
Because I ain't want to
so you like to be in a room when niggas is gossiping, so you could listen, but you don't want to say nothing.
No, that's
You
not
one
what
of
I
those.
said. That's not what I said.
So you want to be around when niggas is talking all that shit.
No, I
but
just
you
want.
wanna
I'm
be
talking about
involved.
sex. I speak on it, but I ain't gonna go in. I ain't gonna.
you're
go
not gonna-
in.
Again, you just want to hear what niggas
Hey,
gotta
like,
say.
why you going against me? I thought you got my back.
I'm not going against
You
you. I'm
are,
trying to be
because
sure. What
you
are
ain't
you
gotta try to
saying?
be sure. You're going against
You want to?
me. right
How am I going against you
now.
when that's
Yo,
what you said?
I'm not.
Now I think.
Nah, because all right, because you know what? All right, what about let me tell you about my episode where that got me upset. How about that?
Let's
So talk about it. What the
The
fuck?
last episode, I think is the one that's probably dropped too. Like, come on, like.
We listening?
Why did you get upset?
Because me and Dre spoke about something
Mhm.
numerous of times, right?
Mhm.
And then as soon as we were recording, he acting like we ain't talk about it, like he didn't understand what I said prior. So it's like, we talked about it. I thought you understand, and now you sitting here acting like you didn't understand.
But I mean, on camera, right? I mean, if we talk about something off camera,
Right?
then we bring that conversation
Wait,
up
so
on
if we
camera.
talk about something off camera, that means that you know.
Right.
I understand how you feel. You understand how I feel. So why would you bring it back up on camera?
Because some way, somehow, something was mentioned that we brought it up. It's not like we was talking about the color blue, and all of a sudden he's talking about, oh yeah, you was in a car accident yesterday.
Yeah, but
Can I go to hell now?
Wait, not yet.
wait, no.
I want nobody.
Let
to
him
know.
go because this is between
like-
us though, kids.
Labor Day weekend, no hell.
Like, go ahead, go to hell.
So Jay,
No, it's so us, because we all talking.
no. You was talking to Jay just now.
I apologize. I apologize. I didn't mean to because I was really talking to you, but I was looking at his direction.
Oh.
I apologize. I was talking to you.
The same way how the last episode went too, right?
Yeah.
According to you. So now, right? We recording, right? We had a discussion about if you don't want certain shit on the podcast.
Wait,
then
hold on. Be frank. Not a discussion. Multiple discussions.
We had a lot of discussions.
Yeah.
If you don't want shit to be on the podcast, don't say it.
Right.
If you do say it and you don't want it on there, to be fair, we remove the shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. Now, somebody had said to me before, yo, Jav be starting her story, because we really had a segment that was called Story Time.
Yeah.
Where you
first
tell
started.
a story, right?
Yeah.
Boom. They say, yo, Jav be coming in, story time. She starts her story, and she won't tell her story. Or she will start the story, but you could see that she's holding back
Right.
in the
And
story, right?
what did you tell those? Sorry. Cut that part out. Okay, wait.
Right?
Hold on. Now, what did you tell that person?
No, I said, you got to understand. Now, that person is not on the podcast with me. That's not my partner.
Mhm.
So at the end of the day, I'm going to always defend her, right? I'm going to defend her even if I agree with what she's saying. Came back, I told Jab what was said, right? She's like, oh, yeah, I don't want to say certain stuff, da-da-da-da, 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 right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. We're having a discussion about money, lending money.
No, Dre, it was multiple other times again.
Bro, could
Well,
we
okay,
speak
all right,
on
go
the
ahead,
shit
go ahead,
that I'm
go ahead.
speaking on?
Go ahead.
One voice at a time.
All right, but I just
Right.
feel like if he don't say what I'm saying, then y'all gonna miss my point.
No,
Mind
you-
you,
okay.
you sat
have
there
your
and you
time.
made your point.
You'll have your turn.
You sat there. No, she had her turn. She made her point.
I'm Judge Jada right,
Right.
now.
I raised my hand and I asked if I could go to hell.
I'm the defense.
Right?
Matter of fact, I'm a prosecution.
I don't care what you want to
Yeah, all right.
do. Right?
Mhm.
We having a discussion about lending money. I said to the guest, I'm like, yo, how much money was the most money you ever parted ways with? As in you loaned out to somebody. Gave me the answer. I said, yo, Jay, how much was the most money you parted ways with? Right? I said, Jav, how much money was the most money you parted ways with?
Follow
Right.
up with a joke.
She turned around and said, I said, yo, I think I know this answer, right? Was it such, and such amount, right? Now, mind you, even with that joke, that didn't go with it. Because if you think about it, you didn't lend the money or no shit like that.
Yeah, no.
So, exactly. But I just said that because you know where that's coming from, the backstory for that one,
Yeah.
right? She said, yo, I'm not going to answer. So I'm like, damn, like, I didn't think it was that serious, right? Like you said, what might be serious to somebody is different, whatever.
Right.
I'm saying, in my head, I'm like, but I never asked you to tell me the person's name or what you gave them the money for, none of that. I'm just asking, yo, what was the most money? She never answered. Within 5 seconds of me saying that and she didn't answer, all right, cool. Left her alone. I'm like, all right, cool. I went and told my story. While I'm telling my story, maybe 2 minutes after that, she gonna turn around and ask me something, or what was the money for? No, nigga, don't ask me nothing.
Yeah, because I'm not petty. I didn't want to say.
Again, I be in the devil's basement. That's me.
You did say they go low, you go lower.
Yeah, but it was not about that. It wasn't even about us. It was about the questioning. I'm still here. I'm still elaborating. That's just one thing that I didn't want to elaborate
I
on.
got it. So what you're saying is that Dre said because you didn't answer the question,
Mm-hmm.
he didn't want to give you any details to his.
But he's telling to everybody else. But then he
right.
just cut me off.
Oh, yeah, Dre, that might have been a little wrong.
Yeah, this
It
is
was
a,
wrong for me saying don't ask me my story because you ain't tell me your story.
But this is a
But
group.
now-
No, Jay, mind you,
Now
I
he
was
says
telling
it-
my story.
He says it like that. He has his point.
Yeah, but I felt like that was whack. And
It
why I
was
feel like,
whack that you didn't tell your story. Matter of fact, it wasn't even a story. You didn't give me an answer.
Okay, all right. And again, my reason for not giving you a truly honest answer is because I'm a critical thinker. I was thinking about the
shit.
person that might have offended if I was being
Holy
totally
shit.
honest on the podcast.
She says she's a critical thinker.
That's what I am.
You didn't want to offend the person on the
Yeah,
podcast.
because if I'm gonna say something, I'm gonna be truthfully, and the person who's watching is gonna hear this truthful answer and know exactly that is about
Was
them.
you offended when they didn't give you back your money?
I mean, hell yeah.
Why do you care if you offend them?
People pleaser, and that's just who she is. Can't knock her for that.
That's
But Jay, now mind you, today, show you how funny it was. I didn't say shit about anything, and a few people hit me back with the same exact thing. Show this message to Jav and tell her story. Now, mind you, this is something that you have brought on yourself. It ain't like I be coming to you asking you questions. You be starting your story and then be like, all right, I'm not gonna tell that.
you know
Again.
What, you know what you giving me? You ever see that guy on Instagram and he be like, I'm gonna tell you about three. Let's say I'm gonna tell you about the three best sneakers to wear, and then he tells you about one and two. He never tells you about three.
No.
you
You gotta come back for more. He wants you to come
No,
back for more.
he just got a third one. Is it that you can't finish your story, maybe?
No, I
The
could
story's
finish it.
incomplete.
I could finish it. It's just that I'm thinking too hard about it.
So,
Again, overthinking.
so maybe for the next.
Not necessarily overthinking, critical thinking.
But I'm gonna say this, cause you be moving like you in the witness protection and shit like that. Feel me? Like you hiding from the feds and shit. Like you gotta go incognito type shit. Like
Do you
on
have
a
to be
podcast.
Joe?
you on
Maybe-
a podcast.
Maybe Jav do gotta go incognito again.
That's just how I've always been.
I think she has a good heart,
I do.
and she just doesn't want to offend people, even though
I
she
don't.
enjoy what she does, and she probably wish you could say a lot more, but you just don't want to alienate certain people. Maybe
So
people
maybe
It's
that's
not even
why-
just that too. I was taught at a young age, like it's not everything you tell everybody.
I agree.
And this is a
Wasn't
podcast.
asking you for much.
Oh my God.
For me, I
But
feel like I
you
never asked you for
have
much.
to also understand the stuff that I put out there is me telling other people.
I understand that 100%.
So
I'm
what
just saying to
might
you,
not
right?
be much to you might be much to
But
somebody
when
else.
when we move like that, right? We can't be mad when you get it back on the flip side,
No, you-
regardless of what it is. You
Yeah, but
can't
that's
be
just
mad.
always been me. But you know who I am.
Yeah, but you can't be mad when I decide. Don't ask me my story.
So why are you trying to be me? When
I'm
you
not
gotta stay you. You're the type of person that always be who you
see,
are
this
and
the
say
shit.
what you
These
say.
are the type of people that I be mad with. Jay, the nigga that want to step on your foot, and when you step on his shit, or why you step back on me?
It's not
Fuck
about
outta here.
stepping on somebody. You're using the wrong
No,
analogy.
I'm not.
Let me tell you why.
It's the same
Because
thing.
that's just no. It's not the same thing, Dre. Dre,
It is the
whatever.
same thing.
It's
It
not
is the same thing.
All right, Abby, I'm sorry because you did that before. But Andre, it's not the same thing. It's a different analogy.
No, it's not. It's
Yeah, it
always the
is.
people that want to do and don't want you to do to them that always want to tell you it's not the same thing. It
But
is the same
this
thing.
is my whole thing, though. You know me. All right, you know what? I apologize. This is the 20th episode. I think we straying, so let's bring it back. Let's bring it back.
Do I think so? You're absolutely right. Can we say for the next episode, if we start a story, we're gonna finish it, or we're not gonna start it at all?
Yeah. Going forward, I just know how to. I know what I'm gonna say. I know what I'm gonna say.
Don't make this shit boring now. Please don't.
I don't think Big Job make it boring. I don't
Please
think she
don't.
knows how to be boring.
Because it's going to be real hard when it's just me and Jay telling stories and you just
I
sitting
just
there.
sit here saying I'm gonna share, and you saying don't make it
No,
boring.
that's
So
not what you
again,
said. That's not what you said.
I said I know what
That's
to
not what
do.
you said. You
So
said
are
you
you
know
gonna
what you're
share-
going to say. I said, yo, please don't make it boring.
Okay.
So are you gonna share everything?
I'm not that person. I've never been that person.
But nobody was. First of all, I think you got it twisted too. I was never asking you to be that person.
But
And I feel like that's what you were thinking. Like, I'm
No.
asking you to be so open and tell all your business.
No, I never thought that
Alright.
because it wasn't like you was picking on me. You was asking everybody as a collective.
Mm.
But there was things that I just feel like I didn't want to share because I didn't want to hurt somebody on the back end. That's it.
But you know what's the crazy part about that? When me and you sat and spoke, you never really explained it. Like, what would have been the issue if you saying the most money I ever loaned out was $300? You have never sat there and explained it to me.
That's all right. This is my. We never talked about it, but at the end of the
We
day,
tried to.
my
You
thing
never,
was
you never came out and said nothing though.
yeah. After
when I asked
you talking
you.
about afterwards.
Yeah, even when I asked you, you never said yo.
Afterwards, we never discussed it.
Yeah,
though.
we had a whole discussion on the phone.
You never asked me how much
Yeah.
though. We was going back and forth. You never asked me how much.
But that's what I'm saying. You never came up because I said, yo, I asked Jay, I asked the guests, and I
Yeah.
asked you. And you never told me, You never gave me an answer in there.
Here, and I never gave it to you on the phone.
On the phone. You never said to me, yo, the reason why I ain't tell you the da is because of this, this, and this. You never did that. You just said
I
you
never
didn't want to
did
say
that.
anything.
Yeah, because I felt like we already had discussed it, and I already had told you, like...
You didn't tell me shit. Stop saying we already discussed it. You never told me the reason
I'm
why.
not talking about the money situation.
That's what I'm looking at. I was looking at it like, yo, only thing I asked you was how much. I never asked you who, where they live, why, what they spent it on. I never asked you that. The only thing I asked was something so simple. In my eyes, that's how I look at it.
Right.
And you never came out and was like, yo, I ain't tell you this because the money was to Jay and Jay used it to buy crack and da-da-da-da. And then I didn't want to put that out there.
No, I never told you
That's
what
I'm
and
saying.
who it was about.
You
but
never did that.
That's because I felt like me explaining to you prior as to why I didn't do certain things is what I thought that you understood. You told me that you did understood why I didn't do it. So I said, okay.
Yes. And that to this was totally different. You feel me? Like I just asked.
No, it's kind of
Yes,
it kind of was a general thing, Andre.
No. That simple question that I asked,
Mm-hmm.
if I was thinking like this was gonna be a big thing, I would have never asked you that because we already had a discussion on certain shit.
Yeah.
So I felt like that wasn't a big deal. That wasn't one of them questions where we spoke on like, yo, nah, we can't speak on this. It was just like, yo, what's the most money you ever loaned out? Shit, the topic was lending money.
Right.
So I don't feel like that was a big deal. If I did, I would have never asked you because we already spoke on it.
Well, I feel
So-
like that was one of my moments. I was critically thinking, and I didn't want to
Overthinking.
offend somebody else.
Overthinking. And when you shut it down, I was like, this
Yeah,
wasn't
but
one of them moments.
not only did you shut it down,
No, you shut it down, not me.
bro. You was like, you know, okay, fine, and then you went back over here. Remember? You remember?
So Jay, what would you have done? You'd have sat there and argued with her to tell
It
you?
wasn't supposed to
Or
be
you'd
an
have-
argument. It was just
And
supposed
it
to be
wasn't
like,
an
okay,
argument. I
it's
shut it down and I
was
moved
supposed
on.
to be like, okay, Javin, we understand, and then all right, da 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 da. But
Okay,
you,
Jav,
you,
we
you
didn't
did
understand, but we moved on.
He did a whole body turn, and it's like, all right, forget you.
Hold on. Because I watched the episode today. I got $65 in my pocket. How much you want to bet me that's not what happened, what you were saying? I did the whole body turn and I did this and did that.
You turned to everybody.
I was turned the same way because I watched the
so
episode
your head
this
didn't
morning.
turn. Your head didn't turn.
Again, how much do you have? Let's
How
make
much
this
is that?
bet because you always calling me out. I watched this shit this
No,
morning.
because the last time we made a bet, you ain't never paid up. So I feel like I'm not betting with you.
Wow,
I met
Again,
Is
Jay,
that-
hold the money.
hold it in.
Jay could hold the money. The money is right here. Jay could
Hold
hold
on.
the money. Put your money at $67.
Don't have me hold the money.
Let's make the bet.
I'm gonna run away with the money.
Let's make the bet.
You
Because
said you
I was
watched it
already turned like this. When I turned to you and I asked you, you didn't give me. I said, yo, forget it.
And
Went
then
back
you turn back.
to the same way how I was sitting down.
Okay, then I apologize.
Fuck your apology now. You've been apologizing a lot now. Ah.
This is the second one. You doing
And
it
the
wrong.
first one, you took it back. So shit.
I never took it back. I said I was sorry for what I was
But
sorry
anywho.
for.
So I got a great question. What moving forward? What would you like to see the next episodes to be? Like, do you have any particular type of guest you would want to bring on?
Particular guest? No, I feel like I'm here for everybody.
I still want the stripper. Still want the stripper.
So you want
I
a
feel like
stripper?
we gotta have conversations with the stripper.
Okay. Do you know who I actually want to interview? I don't want to interview like a school teacher who was like, let's say about 25, 26, who teach in high school. I want to know how does that really work.
So this is an interview.
I mean, I guess. You know who else I would like to interview too? I like to interview all the people who have money in the pandemic, who are broke now.
You mean the scammers?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'd like to. I'd really. Because the real question I would want to ask them is it better to have or never had it?
Oh, let me ask you a question, right? What do you think about the people who did PP loans? But they already had bread.
I mean, if they had a business and they was doing what they need to do, and trying to get to the next level, I'm not mad at it. What I am mad about is the people who, like right now, that new scam they doing. We're gonna have a generation of fucked up credit who can't get bank accounts. You know what I'm saying?
No, this is what I was trying to ask you. Like, all right, so the people who did the PPP, right, do you consider them scammers?
Yeah, to a certain extent.
Yeah. I mean, so the ones who actually had, you talk about the one, not, or we talk about the ones who actually had a business.
No.
Okay, we talk about the ones who made up a business, didn't have no business. No, the ones who made up a business, who didn't have no business. Yeah, you was a scammer.
Okay.
You was a straight scammer.
And
There's nothing to it.
if you did and you get the bread and you ain't put that bread into a business that you, then you an idiot.
Right. I think if you touched let's say, right, let's say somebody who touched over like $150,000, right, and you ain't got nothing to show for it now, except a bunch of Don Julios and vacations.
You got memories. That's all you got.
So yeah. So now my question, you got a bunch of Dior's that is probably stained up right now that you can't wear anymore. That was 3 years ago. You put that shit on right now. Everybody know you had that shit from when you were scamming. I mean, I personally believe this, right? I'm never gonna knock what anybody do. You know what I'm saying? If you got to scam, you got to sell drugs to get where you need to go, cool. As long as you make it work for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't get caught up in a system. Now you got to go do jail time or whatever, get caught up and you got nothing to show for it. That don't make no sense. To me, that's hustling backwards. That means, yeah, like so let me get this right. You made $100,000, but now you got to go sit down for 15 years.
That don't make sense.
That don't make sense.
That don't make
Nah,
sense.
means you could have been working at
In
McDonald's.
15 years, you should make more than that.
Right, you could have been working at McDonald's.
All right. What about 3 years?
Nah, I ain't doing no. I'm
But
not
again-
doing. You forgot? I said I'm not doing a day in jail.
No.
You talking about, man?
If there's any crime, so let's just say you had to commit a crime to get ahead. Is there any particular crime would you do?
Particular crime?
Like I wouldn't be a scammer. I already know that.
I don't know. I feel like if I'm not gonna get caught out, fuck it, I'm with it.
If anything, I would sell drugs first.
That's a fact.
And the reason why I would sell drugs because those are the people who, drug dealers are selling to customers. I think when
Yeah,
you're
but
scamming, you're just scamming anybody.
You still do time.
Yeah, you're
Real
gonna do time, but you know
Real
what?
time.
But I'm giving you a service. I'm offering something that you want. Like when you actually scam and you take somebody's identity, you done fuck somebody up who had nothing to do with it. Wake up one day and lost everything because you wanted to go buy Don Julio.
What you got with the Don? What's your beef with Don?
Oh, I got a lot of beef with Don Julio.
Yeah, don't start him up. Don't start this
What's
nigga
your
up.
beef?
But Jab,
You
you know what I wanted to ask you though, to get back to this shit real quick. Do you remember the first episode?
The first episode?
First episode.
I feel like that was my realest episode. You caught me off guard, but that was the realest one.
I was about to say, I feel like that was your best episode.
Why you say that?
You know,
What's
it
the
was
first
crazy. That episode was only 5 minutes long.
Yeah, I feel like podcasts don't need to be that long.
Right? What?
I don't think it should be 5. I don't think it should be 5 minutes. Don't get me wrong. 30 minutes max. 5 minutes.
No,
is,
it depends.
Depends on the conversation.
Depends on the
Yeah.
conversation and how the shit is going. In all honesty, because I've watched podcasts for 2 hours and the shit was so good, I just sat there and watched the shit. Look at the Cat Williams shit.
I didn't catch the whole thing.
That shit was so
I got a
good.
short.
Sat there and watched the whole shit. But nah, like the first episode, you were so real, and the fucked up part about it is, you had to leave. That's what killed it. Like, if you ain't had to go, it would have gotten so much good shit out of that. It was really good. You kept it so real.
Well, here goes something.
I did, and I was looking crazy as hell.
Nah, it wasn't looking crazy.
Here goes something for y'all. Are y'all ready that one day is possibility that y'all might be really famous? Are y'all ready for that?
No, I don't want to be famous.
What about you, Dre?
The shit is, Jay, I started this shit not about, oh, we gonna be famous or it was just on some shit that I've always wanted to do. It's just like, I see how we sit and have real conversations every day when you link up with your friends or whoever, and the shit just go to waste. While I'm sitting there, I'm like, damn, this would be so dope if we could actually record these conversations and post it. People see your shit. It wasn't about, so if it do happen, it's like, whatever.
Yeah.
How about you?
I'm more so of like the money side of it. Like,
Let me tell you something. The day that this podcast goes viral, and it probably will one day, I'm going to disappear. Because I always liked to be able to walk in a world where I know I'm the man, but everybody don't know I'm the man. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, I think I get really low.
so my question is, right? Who do you think is that person that's gonna say some shit that's gonna go viral?
You? No,
Of
Jay.
all three of us
Jay,
that sit here, who
Jay,
you think is gonna say some shit that's gonna go viral?
Oh,
Jay.
I don't know.
Jay, I'm sorry.
Alright, 'cause
I'm
Hey,
sorry.
my money is on you.
Yeah.
I think I just talk to talk. I think I'm just me. I don't think like you know like I'm not trying. You know what's funny? I think when I'm actually talking, I'm just really just saying what's on my mind. And it's just truthful. It might come on. Sometimes it comes across a little funny. You know what I mean? Um, but maybe who knows? I mean, in this day and world, anybody could be famous.
That's a fact.
It can happen overnight. Overnight celebrity. It's just that if it does happen, one, how do you captivate on it? How do you keep it moving? Second of all, how do you ensure you don't change?
So you seen that shit with Shorty that she recorded herself getting fired?
Nah, I've been hearing about that.
I feel like that's a skit because when I went on her page, I see like comedy is her shit, and she be going to a lot of comedy shows and meeting all these comics and shit like that, and she be having a lot of skits up there too. So I feel like that was a skit, but it was a really good skit though. If it was, I'm not gonna lie.
Was she in the elevator with like a white guy?
No. She was home and HR called her. Like somebody from HR called her and was like, "Yo, you've been late this many times. Like we literally had a conversation with you that you've been late and your attendance and stuff like that. And 2 days later, you was 13 minutes late. And then 3 days after that, you was 18 minutes late. And then you was 21 minutes late.
Oh, shit keep getting worse.
And then you did a no call, no show. But for everyone, she was given a reason. She was like, but I did this. And then she was like, on this day when I did a no show, no call, like, it was my birthday. And then she was like, for the 21 minutes, she's like, but my uncle had my car and I had to wait for him to come with the car. Like, so niggas was like, yo, you really deserve to be fired.
Yeah.
But I feel like that was a skit in my eyes. It looked real, it sounded real, but going on her page, I'm like, she got all these skits from different shit that she be doing and all that. But she playing into it though.
Yo,
She really playing into it.
another thing too, like this world we live in, I don't think people actually value the jobs anymore. Like I tell my boss all the time, we're a team now. This is not back in the days where I'm your boss and you're the employee. No. Right now we are basically co-workers. So because if I don't come to work, you can't do your job and vice versa. But I think people are starting to take this
I'm
a
gonna
little
try that shit too.
too far.
See what happened.
Yeah. But again, I think people try to take it too far.
The next time they put me in the office, shit, nigga, listen. We co-workers.
You are not my supervisor because I feel like that word is too close to slavery.
They gonna co-walk your ass outside.
Hey, matter of fact, that S reminds me of slavery. I'm here to work. You know what I mean? I get a paycheck from you, but you get my services in return.
I'm here to help you.
Yes.
I'm here to make your job easier.
Exactly. I am. If there's no me, there's no you.
They're gonna be like, you know what? It's better know you right now. We're gonna find somebody else to replace your ass. Fuck that.
But again, I think people taking this shit just a little too serious. I mean, I said on this podcast before, I have hired a lot of people, and sometimes I'll be looking at some of those people like going, "Are you serious?" And then I get the conversation. I'll be like, "Yo, I got you in the door. You fuck it up. You fuck it up. It don't make me look no bad because I'm just gonna find somebody else to hire anyway." You know what I mean? But I just realized people don't care no more. You realize we live in a world where people don't care?
Niggas understand that you could go do something different and get that money anyways. That's how they look at it. Or I'm gonna just go find a new job. Or I'm gonna just go scam. Or I'm gonna just go steal or whatever. Like, so that's how it is. Niggas just look at it different now.
Yeah.
Before, I'm not gonna lie, the old school way was kind of different where the job was your life. I don't, like, if you have a life outside of this job, you have a life. But still, niggas hire you, show up on time. They hire you to be there at 8, be there for 8.
Well, no. If they hire you for 8, you need to be there by
7, 50?
by 7. No.
No.
I think it's 7:30.
Be there for the time they hire.
7:30.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I'd rather be there than be late. Or I'd rather be there than be running for work. I don't like
Right.
that shit.
I
I like to walk in all smooth and shit. I don't like want to be running in. Nah.
I start work at 9 o'clock and I am there every day at 8:30.
Nice.
That's good timing. I don't have a problem
Well,
with
guess
that
what?
timing.
I'm also leaving at 4:30, so
No, I'm
getting
with
my
you.
time
Like,
back. So let's say I have a job that if a 9 to 5, I'm getting at 8:30. But best to believe, even if I can't leave at 5, by 4:30, I'm checking out. Like shit done got a lot slower. I'm dragging my feet. I'm going to the bathroom that one extra time. I'm sitting in the bathroom for like maybe 5 minutes. I'm gonna wear that 30 minutes out.
nah, if you hire me to be there at a specific time, I'm gonna make sure I'm there. You don't have to look for me. No, I'm gonna be there. And when it's my time to go, I'm ready to go. I'm not trying to leave no 30 minutes early like you and shit, because I'm not punching in early. If I get there 30 minutes early, I'll wait and then I punch in. I'm early, but I'm leaving on time. I'm out. I'm leaving. It's not no 15 extra minutes because you stay. No, nigga, I'm leaving. Because if I was 15 minutes late, you not gonna fix my shit. So don't ask me to stay 15 minutes late if I don't want to stay.
So are y'all saying that I'm a scammer at my job? 'Cause that's what I felt like you just said to me, Dre. You
I
called
said
me a
whatever
scammer at my
works,
job
works.
that I'm stealing time.
Can I tell you what I think my realest episode for you was?
Yeah, I'm listening.
I think it was the last one, because I feel like we have conversations where you give me great advice and stuff, and other people don't get to see, and I feel like they're gonna finally see that on the last episode.
With me lending money,
No,
that was the
About
last
your friend.
episode.
No, the last episode is when if your friend passed away, we go to their funeral.
That one?
the one when I was telling you about the situation and you was giving me the advice.
Yes,
What
about
situation?
the friend who had the mental health issues.
It didn't drop yet, but
Oh.
Well, actually, it is gonna drop.
I know. But
Next. Oh.
I'm trying to
No.
make him remember.
When you say last episode, I'm thinking about the last one that dropped.
Okay.
Yeah, the mental health thing.
Yeah, I feel like
Oh.
that's like one of your best qualities is giving advice.
Because I feel like people's finally gonna see like how real you are when it comes to giving people advice. Yeah.
But I feel like I was yeah. The same thing with the lending money. I feel like most people wouldn't see me as that type.
I mean, definitely, got a good. Y'all both got good hearts, and you know it's gonna always be shown. It's always gonna be seen, and people are gonna see it. And I guess my question to you is, even with that good advice, did it make you want to reach out to your friend?
You
Yeah.
literally said you take. Oh,
Yeah, you said I don't take it. Yes.
so are you
because I
just
listened
saying
to
yes?
your advice.
How did
Yes.
it go?
Are you just saying no? Are you just saying yes because I'm sitting here and Jay
No.
asking you, or are you saying
No.
yes because that's what it is?
No, he said did it make me want to?
Did you?
She didn't, but
Oh, did I? No.
oh,
No.
okay.
No, did I
Okay.
want to?
So
I
she
started
didn't.
having
So
second thoughts.
so at the end of the day, she never took my
Yeah,
advice,
yeah.
I'm
which
not-
is cool.
I
for
mean,
yourself.
she contemplated.
No, yeah, it's where like, all right, damn, I understand what you're saying. I understand where you're
Your
coming
mic,
from.
your mic.
It's like I understand what you're saying. I understand where you're coming from, and I do want to reach out, but honestly, I'm just not ready because I don't know what I'm
understand.
gonna
I
say.
could take that. I could
Okay.
take that.
Yeah.
Fair.
But all right.
Yeah, but I have thought about it. I'm thinking about how I'm gonna do it. Either do I need to make the first move or just wait for her to call me type? Like,
Day by day, step by step.
Slowly but surely,
Yeah.
whatever works for you.
It's gonna get. If it's meant to be, to be.
But anyway.
yeah, but that's why I feel like when they see the next episode, they're gonna realize like, yo, Dre got some,
But I'm gonna
There's
say
some heat behind
it's still some what?
some heat behind your words. Like,
Oh, I thought you had some meat. I heard meat.
oh,
What the fuck is you talking
you know
about?
what I said?
Actually, I don't even want to comment on it. Either way you look at it.
You said
Okay,
heat.
heat.
I heard you now, but before it sounded like Dre got some meat behind him.
Okay, he got some heat behind him.
Yeah, we hear you. But anywho, that was nice to hear from you though, Jav. You don't usually tell me shit like that, but
Dre, I tell you
I'm
this
lying. I'm
privately.
lying.
I tell him
I'm
this
lying.
privately.
I'm lying. I'm joking.
Okay.
I'm joking. But yeah, Jay, you got some news. What's the news you got?
Yeah, so coming up probably before the it gets cold, we're going to have like a live podcasting. We're going to be able to send you the details, but just do know that we'll have some food, we'll have some drinks, and we'll have topics that everybody could be involved in a discussion. Of course, we want to bring the people who support us.
Yeah, we got a few people who support us for real. So look out for it. I'm gonna hit y'all with the details of when and all that. And food is food, drinks, vibe, and everything. And we just end out the summer like that. Jav, what you got to say? You gonna close out the episode?
You already know the vibe. This That Hit Me Now podcast. Keep fucking with us. Thank you for everything. Keep liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing, y'all.
All right, and that's a fact, man. Keep fucking with us, like she said.